Greetings, our Golden Moments family. My name is Eshirungo Justine, and I'm your host. And today I'm so excited to have a friend, a brother, and someone that we've walked this journey of life together with. Without much ado, allow me to invite my brother to my podcast.
Thank you very much, Justine. My name is Billie, aka MC Billie, and I'm delighted to be this podcast. This is my first time to do this thing, and of course, with my friend Justine.
All right, Mr. Billie, can you take us through your journey from your childhood?
My journey has been very interesting. Actually, I grew up here, right in this cathedral.
This cathedral, the Trinity.
Yeah, Trinity College.
All right.
Yeah, it used to be just a parish, but now when the Diocese of Nairobi was created, now we had to move because there were some changes that were happening. So we used to live here because my father worked for the tea department, and I can say that I have grown up in the church. And I really want to thank God even for giving me such a father who worked for God and who introduced me to Jesus Christ. So I will say my childhood was very exciting. I just grew up like any other child, but I was confined in church, and I can see his goodness and mercy.
All right. That means your father was a theologian because T stands for theological training by extension.
Yeah, theological education by extension.
So he had passion for the word of God and the ministry at large.
Actually, he was a teacher, a trained teacher, but now he resigned, and he decided now to follow his dreams of becoming a church worker, and he enrolled to be a theologian, and he worked for the tea department, as you correctly put it.
Oh, interesting. So what's that one moment from your past that really shaped the person that you are today?
First of all is to know God. If you know God, you never go wrong. So the first thing that I will say is that God is the way, truth, and life.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Billie, you are a man of people, and some of your friends are my friends. I've seen you interacting with so many people. So who are your biggest influencers that have shaped you?
First of all, because I know in my industry here, I'm in the field of events and entertainment. And one that I could mention, the one that really inspired me was a choir director here at this church, St. Stephen's. He's late now, and he died a long time ago when I was still in school. I used to be inspired by him. He's called Benjamin Toto. He used to be a very good tenor and a teacher and a dancer, and I really loved to be around him. Over time, then they came other leaders of the church, like in the choir department.
Yes.
The one that I'm currently being inspired by is our director, Daniel Madalanga. Mm-hmm. And also, I have a godfather who is now a retired bishop, the first bishop of Nyahururu Diocese, the Right Reverend Charles Gaita, Bishop Emeritus. He also used to inspire me a lot. And I can remember one time when I was thinking about what I would become. I can remember there was a time I mentioned at school that I would want to be a bishop. People laughed at me. And I don't know, maybe if I still got the time to be a bishop, I don't know.
But you're a friend to bishops. Yeah. What's this obsession with bishops?
I don't know. You tell me. I think I am just attached and attracted to some of these.
Because I can see the relation. You have a very close relationship with the current bishop of the Nairobi Diocese.
Yeah.
The Right Honorable, Reverend Kabiru.
Yeah, the Bishop of Nairobi is my friend.
Yes.
And even before he became the bishop, he was still my friend. Even on Facebook, we'll chat a bit. I could see the things he was doing. And he also inspired me a lot. And when he eventually became the bishop, I was so excited. I remember when I had there would be elections, and of course I was not a voter. I would pray for him, and I would post it everywhere that this is the one that we would want God to give us as a bishop.
Yes, yes.
And God really answered our prayers. He's a godly man, very focused,
Yes.
very friendly, approachable. You know, a man full of charisma. I know you learn a lot from him. So even when I would listen to his sermons, they would really inspire me. So I think it's by the grace of God that I find myself sitting around men of God. Yeah. And of course, apart from even bishops,
Yes, yes.
I've also been able to interact with the president.
Yeah, I saw. In fact, there's a photo
Yeah.
I saw you took with the president when he visited the cathedral.
Yes.
I remember. Was it during his dad's memorial
Yes,
service?
yes. The former president, President Uhuru Kenyatta. And of course, we've been able, through this journey on my career, I've been able to attend to some of the presidential events. I've been to the State House. I think it's only during Jomo Kenyatta's time that, and actually during this time that I never visited the State House, because we used to sing for President Moi when we were kids.
Yes.
So we could be invited to State House, or he would come to our schools, etc., when we would drink his milk. After that, we had President Kibaki. We also performed for him in State House and other presidential events, and even other corporate events when he was the chief guest. Then, of course, President Uhuru Kenyatta, and also the deputy president's resident. I attended that event.
Actually,
I went there.
Was it on a magazine? When you visited, when you were still living in Karen?
In Karen, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I would actually write a book, because, you know, whether he is a former or I can remember that is history. And
Yes,
I
yes.
can remember that I went and I attended and hosted an event that was organized by the office of the deputy president and the Ministry of Sports when he hosted the Special Olympics champions at his residence. So I was part of the event host and entertainment team. So it's a privilege that I have been able to interact with the government and also the church. Also, our governor of Nairobi.
In fact, you were the MC during the Battle of Choirs.
Yes.
The second edition.
The second edition.
Yeah.
And it was one of my biggest achievements, because having to host this event gave me a lot of let me say, is it marketing space for me? I was able to market myself. People knew who I was and what I could do. And I really thank Mr. Madalanga, Daniel, again, who proposed my name, and forever grateful for him and also the leadership of this county government.
Nice. How is your relationship with Mariah?
You are so lucky that you are the first person to interview me. She had promised to invite me for her podcast.
Oh,
yeah.
I'll tag her.
You'll tag her, yeah. So now she's a very good friend. I also learn quite a lot from her. She's very confident and she's very, very gifted. And you know, this spontaneous thing, the way they work, she's just kind of a person. You're just on stage, because I remember I was working with her alongside DJ Soxy. So, you know, we didn't have a script.
Yes.
Yeah, see, it's just a live event. So we are on stage, we don't know what to say. So everybody say, Billie, you go first. Then Mariah, as you call her, Maria.
Yes.
And then Soxy. So it's very exciting, because we were prepared now for any eventuality and to be creative. So I have learned quite a lot from that team.
Yes.
And also to be very alert and creative. And we avoided any lacuna. So everything just was flowing according to the program, and people will not realize or notice that there was any gap.
Yes, sure. Have you been paid by the county government of Nairobi? Because the last time I checked, I saw her complaining on the podcast, actually, saying that Sakaja hajawalipa.
You know, it was not Sakaja who was supposed to pay. Sakaja is also a worker. He also needs to be paid. Well, I know there were some of these issues that were raised by the service provider, some of them. It's unfortunate that some were not paid. I will not confirm and I will not deny. But let me just say,
You are being diplomatic.
I think the people were okay. I was paid.
Okay.
I was paid, but you're still following up on some balances because I will be lying if I said that I wasn't.
All right.
But whatever I got, I appreciate. Unajua wanasema
but it took a long time.
It took a long time.
Yes.
And you know, one of these what do you call them? Is it one of these things that you need to have among many things? Patience is a virtue.
Yeah, sure it is.
Yeah. And you know, it is good to wait, but not have done something that is worth waiting. So whatever I got, the little I got, I appreciate. And also, for me, it's the platform that was more important for me. Yeah, I was able also to put myself where I could get network and markets. And I can say that it really worked for me. So we're still hoping that we'll get the balances that are remaining.
All right. With what is currently going on in our nation today, the killings, if the president today calls you in the state house to go and be the MC of an event, will you go?
Yes, I will go, because first of all, it's work, and you need sometimes people get emotional. There are some instances where, as a service provider, you are supposed to be apolitical, but I am not apolitical. I believe that I should have good governance and good leaders. I am a voter. I have voted for my leaders, and I'll keep on voting. And there are people that I agree with, I don't agree with. Sometimes when we see this kind of killings that that are happening, it's very unfortunate. And I am hoping that I'm safe, because I don't want to talk these days. People are very careful.
Yeah. The Subaru
you can
boys.
be the Subaru boys. You can be misquoted.
Yes,
the AI things.
Yeah,
you will
true.
say one thing and then it is changed to another thing. But we are just praying that we have we stop these killings and we live as one, because we are supposed to love one another. Yeah. If the president calls me right now, I just leave this podcast right now and go.
I like how you've answered that question, because yesterday I was having a conversation with Rev Pala about the happenings in the country and so many things, and he was telling me that the civil servants are loyal to the government of the day, and despite anything that happens, they'll always serve the government of the day. So you've answered the question I've asked you in a very diplomatic way, that if today the president calls you, you will go, and that means you are ready to serve or to work with anybody. Yeah. As long as you are not compromising the Billie that you are. Yeah. So Billie, what's that one personal value that really carries you in your daily life?
First of all, is obedience and loyalty. Sometimes the issues of integrity can be debatable. I know those are some of the key values that you'll need. One of integrity. Sometimes you're compromised, Yeah, but generally, those are the things that should be the guiding values and the principles that you need.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. How do you define success at this stage of life?
At this stage of life, I must thank God. So far, so good. But, as we say, the sky is no limit. So, but I would say that I've gotten into the market where I can package myself even to the clients. I'm able to convince, and sometimes, or most of the times, I close a deal. So I can say that my success is nearly 80%, and I'm still aiming higher.
All right.
Yeah, it's only that sometimes you have the challenges, the economic challenges, business sometimes is bad, but we are pushing on.
You've talked about challenges. Now, how do you navigate through those challenges when they come?
Do you have a choice? You have to fight. Yeah, once a day at a time. Yeah, we face them as they come, but we work hard and we pray that God opens ways for us.
Or maybe how do you unwind? Maybe after a busy day, after maybe things are not working the way you want. Do you have that time or that one thing that you normally do and you feel, wow, I'm okay?
Yeah, thank you for that. I am an artist. I'm a recording and a performing artist. One of those days when you feel that you need to unwind, I love rumba, love lingala.
Yes, yes.
I also love, driving alone.
Yes.
So when those are some of the things that excite me when I want to unwind, I love traveling a lot.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and also listening to music. Yeah, I said rumba, lingala, and a little bit of jazz. And I also love performing. I mean, doing karaoke. Yeah, I want to be with other people of different worlds. I want to see what is happening. Yeah. So yes, I go to these joints where we have entertainment. So once in a while, you'll find me enjoying this music and singing them. Yeah.
And what's that one thing that keeps you going, that you really put your value in as a man, so that when everything stops, you still get focused? It keeps you going. And I'm asking this because this being Mental Health Awareness Month, there are so many men that maybe when their job is taken away, or maybe if their loved one dies, and then to them life stops, then they get depressed, and most of them, they live miserable lives thereafter. So to you, and I'm talking this, I'm asking about this because I know you very well. You've been able to go through moments of grief, actually, when you lost your dad.
Yeah.
And among other things, easy life challenges, but I've seen you stood firm. So what is this one thing that keeps you going?
Sometimes it's not even easy to pray, especially when you are grieving a loss of a person that you love, like the way I really mourn my dad, and may his soul rest in peace. And sometimes you don't have the energy to do that, but you pray. Even as you pray for all those things, you pray that God will give you strength. The other thing is to be with people and talk to people. People are shy, like myself. When I am down, I like to take my time alone. I don't talk to people, but what I have learned is just look for a person, just one or two that you really trust. You can share with them your predicaments.
Yes.
Because if there are people that really trust and love you, you can confide with that, they'll be able to encourage you.
Yeah.
And sometimes I cry when it is down. You are down. You have to let it out.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like the way Charlie Chaplin says that the time when he's he's down or he's depressed, he goes out when it is raining, and that is the time he cries, because now he doesn't want people to see his tears. But sometimes we can be shy. I lock myself somewhere, or when I'm alone, I just let it out as I pray and I talk to people that I trust who can encourage me. I've not been in that situation that I have to look and to go to a professional like a psychiatrist. It has not gotten to that point. Yeah, I know I've been encouraged by people that have been in similar situations or are able to guide you.
I love it when you talk about confiding, having someone that you can confide to. This means someone that you can be vulnerable to when you are going through stuff. Yeah, and this must be someone who is very close to you, someone who will not judge you, and someone that you can be open to. Yeah. So as men, I think that's very important note to take. And again, you've talked about crying. And I love it because personally, I don't advocate when people say men should not cry. Okay, you can cry, you should cry, but not in public. Of course, as a man, you cannot just cry in public, but just as a way of relieving what it's inside you. It's good to cry. And it has once worked for me. There's a time I was going through a very tough moment. And nobody knew. Of course, we could meet with you guys here in church, in choir, but nobody knew. At that time, I was the organizing secretary of the English choir.
Oh, okay.
But I really went through a very tough season throughout that time. Nobody knew, including even my godparents. No one knew. So one day, I'd come here to talk to. No, we were having a conference, a performing arts conference, and then in the evening, the praise and worship had come for rehearsals,
Mhm.
and then Mary Obara,
Yeah.
Obara.
Yes.
So she came and greeted me just in how I said, I'm fine. Then she was like, no, you are not fine. And then she held my hand. Then we walked somewhere, sat down, and then she told me, tell me what's going on in your life. I really cried, and I really thank her because after she just told me, you just cry when you're done, you let me know what's the issue. So I did that, and then after that, I felt a sign of relief. And that's when it came to reality that it's good to cry, because by crying you
Let it go.
let it go.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sure,
yes.
sure.
How do you stay motivated and passionate about your work?
I love practicing, and I know that is the rule. The first rule is to practice. The second rule is to practice.
Mhm.
The third rule is to practice. So I become better and better, and that has motivated me. Even also trying new ideas,
Mhm.
working with different people from
Mhm.
different, environments and professions. Then you are able to learn one or two things, because they say iron sharpens iron, and no man is an island. You have to work with people so that you learn more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bill, what you are doing currently is not what you studied in school. So what happened?
Issues, things happen. You change your mind again,
Mhm.
and sometimes what you want to do is not what you get. I really wanted to be a lawyer. Before, I wanted to be a bishop.
Mhm.
When I was talking to when I was growing up, then I changed my mind again. I wanted to be a lawyer. That one didn't work, because eventually I did communication,
Mhm.
and I'm still hoping that one day I'll become a journalist, and I'll be reading news and present even a program like this one that you have.
Yes, yes.
But again, I came to realize that I had a different angle in events and entertainment and public speaking and MC.
Mhm.
But also, I am now into a new thing that I'll be sharing in due course.
Yes,
I
yes.
am trying. I'm trying a different environment again, because you have to keep on trying.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sometimes they say you fake it until you make it, but for me, I'll faith it until I make it. So I'll try a different area again.
Yes,
I
yes.
see if I can put things together, because I know I have the capacity and I can do it. So with time, you'll be hearing and seeing me around.
Ah, nice. And how was it just to change from what you had studied in school, and then now to what you are currently doing? And then what you are currently doing, it means this is your talent and you are very passionate about it. So how was it like?
I think even when I was doing other things, I could still find myself emceeing and singing.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided now to put more concentration here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a talent, yes. And to me, it's actually work, it's job. This is my office.
Mm-hmm.
So apart from being a talent,
Mm-hmm.
it's also my work, and I appreciate it so much, because it's very easy for me, because it's something that comes from within me.
Mm-hmm.
I have skills and I have the knowledge and have the passion to do it. So for me, as you're putting it as a talent, but I added that it's also my source of income.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And when did you realize that you have this talent for what you do?
I think I was there was a time we were in a function, and this time we were at a wedding. I still remember this wedding. We were just performing with another band called Kamba Fiesta. Then the MC was running late, I can't even remember whether he came. Then my band leader called Peter Kadabi told us now we have to, to continue with this event because the MC is not here, but now this client is our friend and is our client. We cannot let her wedding, just be jeopardized. So he told us now one of us should try and take over as the MC. No one was able to do it, but now he gave me the mic and he told me just say something or just sing or do something. So that is the moment we did that, and they say the rest is history. Yeah, so I was able now to talk to an audience, people that I didn't know. I had no information about what I was supposed to do, but now that motivated me. From that time, that moment, I was now being able to coordinate music and also run programs. Yeah.
How do you nurture or practice your talent today?
How do I?
How do you nurture the talent that you have, or practice it?
Okay, I practice on my own. I do research. I watch YouTube and I listen to people. I also attend events done by other people. The big people like Jeff Koinange, Mayana Kageni. I love the way they run their shows. Even upcoming artists. I attend events like these days. There are so many ideas. So I want to learn from corporate world, churches, and I just find myself listening and watching so that now I could be better and better.
Do you view your talent more as a calling, a hobby, or a responsibility?
They are all included. It's a hobby, it's a talent, it's also a responsibility. Yeah, so I think they will be they'll fit in that bracket.
Have there been moments where you doubted your talent?
Of course, you will always doubt yourself and your talent. You are somewhere, you have been given an opportunity to do it. Like that time I was told, you have to say something, do something. I was really doubting myself. Now, how do I start? What do I do? But eventually I gained the courage and, they were tapping on my back and telling me, yes, you can do it. And I was able to do it. Yeah. There are those low moments when you could actually doubt yourself, but now you have somebody pushing you and that voice telling you, don't give up. Yes, you can do it.
All right.
Yeah.
And what's that one project or maybe a performance that you are most proud of?
One, that Battle of the Choirs Festival, the one that we did courtesy of the governor of Nairobi, His Excellency Johnson Sakaja.
Yes, yes.
That is one of them. The other one is when I did at the former deputy's president's residence in Karen for the Special Olympic. And the most recent one, when the bishop was being consecrated and enthroned, he invited me to be his master of ceremony. And today I'm so proud that people can call me the bishop's MC.
I understand you are an award-winning MC for the international.
Yes, I forgot about that. Thank you so much.
How can you forget about that?
Oh, we are still going step by step. Now that you have mentioned awards. Yes.
Yeah. How was it like?
It was very exciting, and I was very excited about it. And,
actually winning that in a foreign land.
Yes, imagine. And well, it was actually not a competition. I was being awarded for being a good MC. We have had several festivals of the same event happening in different countries. Now at Uganda, because that was the 10th edition, the anniversary. Yes. Yeah, I was so lucky to have been part of that. We were about 3 MCs, actually so many, but now 4. We had 4, and then we were remaining with 3 that were running the events concurrently. But now I remember when I was being awarded that 2 of them from Kenya and another one from Uganda, and I was one of those guys who were awarded that recognition and that trophy and it's a certificate for being a good MC, and I think I am. Actually, I am.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Yeah.
Let's talk about family and relationships.
Yeah.
Billie, your mom is still around.
Yes.
How is your relationship with your mother?
Oh, my mom is the best mom in the world, and I'm so proud of her. She encourages me a lot. She's around. She's a retired teacher
Mm-hmm.
and a graduate, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's a graduate now. She's retired. And she's just relaxing at our home here in where you've been there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been there.
You're most welcome again. So,
Come.
yeah. She's just enjoying her retirement
Mm-hmm.
at home.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
When you first became a dad, how was it like?
Hey, I was excited. I've never been a dad before, so I was not sure if I was supposed to be very excited
Mm-hmm.
or a bit nervous because of the responsibilities. Now I'm a dad, and this is a wife here.
Mm-hmm.
I have to take care of now both of them. Actually, three:
Mm-hmm.
my wife, my son, and myself. It was exciting, yes, that I was a father. There was somebody who used to call me Bill.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, when I got my son, he confirmed that he could add the
Baba.
no. My name is Bill Dad.
Billie dad.
So he used to call me Bill.
Oh.
So he confirmed that now I can now
Dear
put the dad.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's Malcolm. Malcolm is a photographer. He's a friend of mine. So
Mm.
actually, he called me for a photo shoot.
Yeah.
That he actually, paid for it. Yeah, because he wanted to appreciate me for that, and he said that there are so many responsibilities ahead of me, and I should be focused.
Ah, good. How has your family shaped who you are today?
First of all, my late dad. I remember very well. There was a time I appeared on the newspaper, and he called me to congratulate me,
Mm-hmm.
and then he photocopied that that part where I was, and he could post them and walk with that photograph everywhere. He was proud of me.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
could show to his friends, his family, that now look, this is my son, and he's doing this and this and this. Please, I'm so happy about him.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's my biggest support. He was, and wherever he is now in heaven, I know he's still wishing me well.
Mm-hmm.
My mom also does, encourages me a lot, and she even gets me gigs. And my wife, Carol, she's my biggest supporter now currently, because I am with her most of the time. I call her my cheerleader. So once in a while, she even asks me when she's invited during their with their friends, social life, and even work. She asks for guidance on how she could, because sometimes she said that she wants to do like me, and I also assist her. So it means that she sees something in me that she would also want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, be very careful on how you're going to answer this question.
Okay.
You have a very beautiful wife
Yes.
in your house.
Yes.
I also have a beautiful wife in my house.
Yes.
When you get outside here, we have other beautiful ladies. And that's why they say the beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. But again, sometimes when you are walking, just see some beautiful ladies. Hadi uko zile za, hey, nilifanya makosa ama ningengoja kidogo.
Yeah.
How do you get over that, or how do you handle such thoughts? Do you sometimes get tempted?
Hapo wanaenda deep. Wanaenda deep sana. Yeah, those temptations, of course, are there. And but now we realize that. Oh, sorry, I forgot my ring. Yeah, and I forgot.
You normally have two.
Yeah, normally, I love.
How can you just forget all of them?
It's such a coincidence. I was running late today, and I remember, sometimes, you have to remove them where I placed them, and it's the first time
You've forgotten.
I've forgotten. I don't know what happened.
Actually,
what happened to
mine,
me.
I remembered when I was locking the door. So I was like, oh.
Yeah. So because I knew I didn't want, I am a timekeeper, and I didn't want to go back and have it.
Yeah.
So next time we have this kind of conversation, I'll be having it. So
All right.
they're somewhere there. I just forgot them because I had to remove them, and because I was running, I was running late. Yeah, these things happen. Yeah, because sometimes you remove them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bill, you haven't answered my question.
Oh, so these temptations are there. So what do you do? Well, that's a very difficult question, as you have put it. Yeah.
Sure.
My wife is most beautiful.
Yes.
That's why I even got married to her, or she got married. She married me. And sometimes they say that even the beautiful ones are not yet born.
Yes.
But you see, you cannot have your cake and eat it, or you cannot eat your cake and have it. You have to decide what you want. So we'll have all these beautiful, but they say, you come and go. For me, I have a very beautiful wife and the best. You can have beautiful and not the best. Beautiful is relative.
Yeah, sure.
Now, she is the best person for me.
She's a package.
She's a package. We have our downs and our ups, but most of the time, we know how to, navigate.
It means it's something when you get married, you are signing for a lifetime commitment.
True.
So you have to be true to that commitment that you've signed up for. That's what I'm getting from you.
Yeah, true.
So what does a typical day look like for you at home?
At home, I am a parent, a very strict parent, but not very
strict.
No,
with strictness in one sentence.
yeah, very. But that's
actually. Let me ask you: do you get mad?
Yes.
I've never seen you mad, but I've seen you disappointed.
Yes. Now, actually, I get very disappointed, and some of the ways why you wouldn't realize, because I am that person who will hide myself. If you notice, then you must be very keen and very close to me. Yes, I just, I don't like showing it. Yeah. Sometimes it's inevitable. When you notice, then you'll know that this guy is not happy. I don't pretend that I know I am not. If I am not happy, I don't hide it. But sometimes I don't want to show it to people. Yeah, that's why many people don't see that side of me. So a typical day for me, father. First of all, I'm a husband, yes. Then I'm a father. I do homework with my boy. Yes. And I play with my little girl. And we also do watch TV together. We pray. Because now he's in school, before he goes to bed, he even asked, Dad, do you have to pray for me? I want to go to bed. And then sometimes he prays for us. And he just does the Lord's Prayer. Even that is what I was taught by my dad. Yes. I was told the Lord's Prayer, and then a short prayer, and then we say the grace. So even he's been taught how to say the Lord's Prayer and a short prayer, and sometimes the grace. So that is what we do. And then once in a while, we go out for lunch. Sometimes a family, out of town, visit our folks. We go to a new place. etc.
That is so good. So this means you are a priest in your home.
I am a priest. Yes. And I'm so lucky that I have a wife who is also prayerful. Yes. And when I forget, or when she thinks that I am not in the mood, she encourages me and reminds me that I am the priest. Sometimes, you can be, in those, bad time. You have a bad day.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't have the energy. She takes charge, and I tell her, please, today, can you please do it? Yeah. Yeah,
like for me, I always pray in the morning before we leave the house. So whenever I ask my wife, babe, pray, she'll definitely know that I'm not okay.
Yeah. It happens because it happens at times, and you also don't want to disappoint them.
Yeah.
But even when you give them the responsibility, they feel that they're part of you.
True. Yeah, like for us, before we go to sleep, we have like shifts. I'll pray today, tomorrow.
Yes.
You're the one to pray.
Yeah.
Not unless I'm sick, then you have to step in for me.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. And praying is personal. You are talking to God. So when I'm not able to, and she comes in, then we are just communicating to God, and our Father listens to us.
Yeah, and actually we are one.
Yes,
so
true.
how do you balance your professional life with your family life?
It's another challenging thing because like my profession works in the opposite direction. Like now, the time when you are supposed to be busy is when now my children are on holidays, or my wife has, they have gone for leave. Like now, these peak seasons, July, August, December, that's the time when people now are having merry now, and that is the time when my services are required more. It's a delicate balance.
Yes.
I need I need to take care of my family. I need to to earn a few shillings, yet this is my family that needs my attention and time. So we balance. I remember when we were getting this Tamara, our daughter.
Yes.
She came in December, and I had been prepared. I know December is that time. Tunasemanga kahawa kameiva. It's time to pick the coffee. And now, you remember, you have a responsibility. You have a son at home, then you have me here at the hospital. You have your career. What you're gonna do? That was the most challenging part of my career and family, but by the grace of God, I was able to pull through. Yeah.
What values are you putting on to your children?
Honesty, integrity, hard work, and just being, go-getter. Don't give up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Has your family ever played a direct role in your professional or creative journey?
Yes. Both my father and mother, my brother and sister, they have really supported me. And now, as I said earlier, that my wife is my cheerleader. She even gets me gigs just like my mom. Yeah. And they have really helped me and encouraged me in this career. So they are my biggest fan base.
Nice. You speak so highly of your wife. This means
I hope she also speak about me, but well, we are not in a competition.
What is it that you want when you are gone that your children will remember you for?
That my father was there for me when I needed him. My father, just like my father, I will always remember my father, that he introduced me to Jesus, and I have loved Jesus in all my life. So I also want to pass that to the generation of my children and my children's children, because if you believe in God and trust in God, then all things, will be just awesome.
So, your parting shot.
The parting shot is that I am very happy for you even to invite me for this. And it is my first time to do this, by the way.
All right.
Yeah. I've been seeing these on TikTok, YouTube, and even tele. I've always wanted to be. And as I had told you earlier, it was Maria who had promised to invite me. But now, now I think this is a very good thing that you've done, and I am so encouraged by you. And my parting shot is that let us love one another. Let us pray for our country, and let us be our brothers' keepers, and let us listen to each other, because there are people who are undergoing very difficult moments. And even when they don't talk, just try and talk to them, because it's hard for a person to express themselves, like my case, Just do a random thing. You need to talk. mwambie tu atakwambia mtu you just provoke them. Yeah. People
Yes,
are
yes.
suffering, people are going through a lot, depression. Yeah, we are just talking about the mental month. Yeah. Yeah. Is it? Yeah. And for men, you know, we are we pretend or we purport to be strong, but we are not.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And finally, I want to wish you a happy International Father's Day.
Thank you, father to be.
Yeah. That's what I'm going.
This year.
Yeah, this year.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So keep on working hard and doing what the Lord asked you to do when you are saying I do.
Yes,
So
yes.
we are looking forward
Mhm.
to have you as a father. So, but I can say that I can tell you Happy Father's Day because you are a father in the making.
Thank you, and
Yeah.
happy Father's Day to you too.
Thank you.
You are actually one of the people that I look to. So ukiteleza ujue pia sisi tunateleza huko kwingine.
But nimesema don't be like me, be better than me.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
So, but you see, when the people that your idols, when they go astray, sometimes you have even to question yourself.
Sure.
Why you are even following them.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you need to be focused so that the generation that is coming before you can always have a smooth way.
Yeah.
So Billie, please tell us where we can find you, and if you have your phone number that you can share so that our viewers can be able to, when they are having maybe something, maybe let's say rush or weddings, they can be able to get in touch with you.
Thank you very much. I do all kinds of events, corporate, private, church events. This is the same place you can find me here at the St. Stephen's Cathedral. I'm also on social media, MC Billie Fiesta Milele, MCBILLIE Fiesta Milele. That's my social handle for all my social media accounts. And my number is on the screen, 0721659605. Call me anytime. SMS, WhatsApp, I'll be a call away.
And that's the end of our episode today. See you on our next episode. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.